This part of the lecture is about built-in functions. To understand what a built-in function is, we should first introduce the concept of functions. A function is a named piece of code that you can refer to from other parts of your scripts. This allows you to reuse code that you've written yourself or to use code that other programmers have written. You can communicate with the function and send and receive data. This is called calling the function. You will learn how to write your own functions later on in the course. The function has to have a name. Here I just called it function name. After the name, it lists the arguments it takes within parentheses. The arguments are variables. It could be numbers, text, or any other of the Python data types. You can take care of the value that the function returns, if it returns a value. Here I store the return value in a variable named returnVal. Built-in functions are functions that come with the installation of Python. When you install Python, you will get a lot of pre-written code that you can use in your own scripts. This is packaged together in the standard library. It can be code for mathematical operations like calculating the n factorial or the trigonometric functions, or it could be functions to facilitate file handling. Here we will look at a function called abs. It takes one argument that has to be a number, and it returns the absolute value of that argument. Here we have two lines, and we want to know the difference in their lengths. The first one is 15 centimeters, and the second one is 23 centimeters. The problem we encounter is that the order we give the values matter. If we take line 1 minus line 2, we get minus 8. If we take line 2 minus line 1, we get 8. If we use the abs function to get the absolute value, we can avoid this problem. You can see in the third line of code that I've added a call to the abs function. Diff would be assigned the value 8. Abs takes one argument, but as you can see, I've given the expression line 1 minus line 2 as an argument here. The calculation, line 1 minus line 2, is computed first, and the result, minus 8, is sent as an argument to the abs function, which returns the absolute value of minus 8, which is of course 8. And this is all we need to know about functions for now. You will get practice of this in the first exercise. In the next part of the lecture, we'll start looking at how we can control the flow of our program. We will look at the if statement.